why. I mean, I like her a lot outside the game, but for some reason I just want her out right away whenever I'm playing the game with her. Like, I didn't even really have, well, I did have a reason this time, but I don't know.
I knew my name was going to come up, at least from Sarah, obviously. I mean, just like with Garrett, though, it was like, oh my god. And I knew Luke was going to flip back because he was like her original alliance, and I can't blame him. Like, I wasn't going to turn on Elizabeth, and Elizabeth wasn't going to turn on me because we were an original alliance. And I just feel bad because, like, the language she was using was so intense, like manipulation and stuff, and people shouldn't be manipulated. And I was like, I'm not that big a threat, I don't think. Like, I've gotten this far because I'm just like enjoying it and like doing my best, but I'm not like, I mean, I'm in it to win it to an extent, but I'm not like, this is my life, go. Like, it's just supposed to be a fun game, like with people you are getting to know, and I wouldn't want to manipulate anyone into voting for me, and I just don't want her not to like me like that much. But Elizabeth said part of it was directed towards her, so thank God. Redemption. No, I mean, I don't think it was like a huge, I even said, like, let's vote Luke instead. And so, and they switched it back, like Kevin switched it back to Sarah. And so I was thinking, I mean, I think it's a good idea to keep, I mean, Sarah, it's like, if she made it to the merge, I feel like she's the type of person where once you get to the merge, it's like, get the guys out, get the guys out. And so, like, that's how people like Sarah or other girls end up getting to the top 3 or 4, and then they win immunity, the individual immunity, and then they're top 2, and then you're like, oh, well, how did that happen? So that's partly why I was thinking to get her out, and so I'm glad it kind of worked out, but I was okay with someone else, so, I mean, it wasn't all, I was switching it to Luke at the last second, but I don't know, I just really hope everyone's kind of on board with, like, voting off boys now, like Luke and Patrick. Like, I kind of want to stick with my original, like, stay with Marshall, and I think Sarah's going to want to stay with Kevin and Abby, and, like, keep it till then, because, I mean, Abby's won, and Marshall's won, okay, so if they're in the top whatever, like, I feel like I have a better chance, like, if Marshall wins immunity, he'll take, well, I guess he'd probably take Abby, I don't know, but I kind of want to keep some people around that have won before, because then if I'm with them, I'll have a better chance of winning, and I feel like I could still win against Kevin if it was me and Kevin, so I don't know, I'm thinking too far ahead. I kind of want to talk to Sarah and figure out what to do, but
I voted for Megan, but I couldn't vote for Sarah. We'd been allies since the beginning, and it was tough seeing her go. And really, I was in kind of a, I wasn't really at risk, so I figured, you know, they already had their 3 votes, but if somehow Sarah on the walkover convinced him, then at least something, you know, I wouldn't be like screwing somebody over that's still in, but it turns out I did kind of, but they understand, I think, that I was kind of sticking with my ally, so that's fair, I guess. But yeah, it was intense.
It ended up the way I thought it would be, 2-2, and it was up to me. Kind of saw that coming, so I knew I didn't make a decision. It took so long for me. I was going back and forth, really, on who I'd do. And really, for the most part, I was thinking, like, who would benefit more from my team, because I really believe that Tank got to the way back when, our alliance of like 4, I think we'll still be together, and then maybe add a few people in. So I was just trying to find the benefits around it, and Sarah's like, she's always a good game player. So I just thought, like, she might have joined the other team and then gave them more numbers. But I don't know, maybe maybe the others will do that too. I don't know.
And then I'm laying this down in this clears.
Oh, okay. I'm good with that.
What the heck?
So then I'm out.
We could hear Sarah.
Yeah, we think it's Sarah.
We heard, like,
She's a very loud
she was
voice.
mortally wounded.
Oh no.
With her clenched
With her clenched teeth. We're merging.
Oh my gosh, are we merging?
What the heck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We
What
made
the
it
heck?
to the merge.
Oh my god, merge.
Sarah's
We
gone.
heard Sarah. We heard Sarah.
What happened? Oh wow.
got really ticked. Sarah got real mad and said we were manipulating people.
How did it go down?
Oh boy.
Luke
4-1.
voted for me, but we voted for Sarah.
Wow. I couldn't
Kevin,
vote
you
against
voted Sarah?
That was a swing vote, yeah.
They already had Kevin, so I just like, I'm not voting for Sarah. I
Wow.
couldn't do it.
Good move. That's all I can say.
Well, and she was
Like-
really angry, saying that like I'm not that big of a threat. And I'm like, what are you hiding about? You really are.
Well,
You're
yeah,
gonna get
She's
forgotten
like,
once we
she's
get
a
here.
threat,
case
but
for
because
you
she's
to
such a big target, like,
She made a case for like getting herself out. She was like, "You want to think about who's like the threat down the line," and I was like, "To me, that's still you." Like, I don't know.
So we're moving everything now to the Chulab camp, and that's where we're staying for tonight, I think. I don't know. Are we doing anything else for tonight? Okay, I was gonna say I think we are. But
Doing more tonight?
it's really like what, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock?
Yeah, not even 6.
A lot
Oh,
of
could we
time
get
left.
Marshall's watch back? That was a rough hour without you, Marshall.
yeah.
We're like, I wonder what time it is. And we're like,
Okay.
oh,
Well,
it
we
must
didn't
be
really
12.
unpack because we're like, well, it's probably.
You made it to the merch. You made the merch.
What have you been doing the whole time? Alright, well, okay, well, this is all the wet stuff. We don't need that. Will you start grabbing some of it?
Alright. Oh, this is really open.
Can make it into a Taylor Swift song.
Welcome to the merge. It's been waiting for you.
What?
Welcome to the merge.
What song is that?
Welcome to New York.
Oh, I don't know that one. We could hear her from our camp, like we heard her like her clench. She's like, I'm so angry or something.
You didn't do anything else?
There's nothing else to do.
I didn't tap my water.
Is there water back there again, though?
Is there still
Well,
water
I don't
back
know
here?
if someone put it back there.
Anybody?
Oh, sorry.
Sarah Dodd, Elizabeth Dodd got added.
Okay. What, Luke?
No. Did you want him?
Doesn't.
I think he's going with the other guys.
Okay. I feel like I've been back here forever.
Abby.
Abby is still with us?
Yep.
Okay.
She should be. And then I think there's one more. So we have like 5.
The marshmallow.
Now everyone has no idea what's going on. Perfect. At least we have a comfy camp. Get this
Comfy-ish camp.
Patrick's like a big target, and he's like easy to get out right away. I mean, because like R7, well, not R6, not Patrick, knew that that was like our goal. Like if we had to, like if we lost the tire, circle the minnow pond challenge, like we would have done Patrick. So I don't know. Did you see any new allies forming?
I don't know, like, personally, I felt really, like, unsafe if we had lost that just because of my and Sarah Dodd's history from last year.
Marshall really likes you.
Me?
He's told me.
Really?
He's
Oh,
like, you're
good.
really useful.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know, so I don't know how it would have gone down, but...
I don't know. Elizabeth and I have been working out really well.
Okay.
We're just like similar people, and we like complement each other. We don't like butt heads like I thought we would.
Yeah.
And I can try to bring Marshall back in on Patrick. I can probably convince Kevin since like
He just voted.
I think he voted
Do you
me,
think
and I
Kevin
think
would
he
be down with voting Patrick, though? Because I feel like they were working together.
they were really early on. I'll feel it out.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I hope we just have some time so we can figure something.
I don't know. I wish I knew what time it was. I have to find Marshall.
It's like 6 or something.
Okay. Well, how many? That's like what, 2 more challenges tonight? Maybe. Well, no. With how long someone takes to
make us wait. It'll probably be like half of one.
Bad mouthing production will get you no favors, Megan.
I don't know if it's mine or not, but
I don't know.
it's alright. Everyone just throw a letter out and we'll make a name out of it.
Jake's a jerk.
The jerks. The jerks. The Jake jerks.
Okay, alright. This would be a long one if we do it that way.
Do what?
I was thinking like we
Letter.
all just
Everyone
make a
pick
letter.
one letter and we'll make a name out of it.
No.
Everyone picked the same letter.
Everyone pick like the letter,
What if it
their
was
first letter of
you?
their name or
Well,
something.
yeah, but I was like, man,
That wouldn't work.
E would
It's
work
ridiculous.
because
You have an
No.
E, you have an
Megan.
A.
Megan.
Prisoners.
Team Yas.
Prisoners.
Team Yas!
Yas.
Team Yas!
No.
Team No. The merge splits, we can't handle each other.
We attack because we can't decide on a team name.
That's probably best case scenario that could have happened since I got it over there. This is gonna be an interesting one because I honestly don't know who to go with. I have two different groups of people that kind of want me, I think, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
I've been talking to pretty much everybody just to see where they're at, but I just met with Michael, Marshall, and Megan. It sounds like us four are working together. Megan's gonna talk to Jamie. We'll get her vote, and then I'm gonna talk to Patrick and get his vote, so we'll have majority. And yeah, it's just insane. It's chaos.
Merge, but now I'm just like, I don't even know. I truly don't even know who to align with. Like, my natural instinct is to go with Sarah, and I know she's aligned with Abby and Kevin, and then I think I want to stay with Marshall, but at the same time, I don't know what he's thinking of going with, like, Luke and, like, other guys, and I'm like, and Jamie, and I was never really in an alliance with Jamie, and I kind of feel loyal to Megan now, and I'm just like, I don't even know. And so, but I'm also trying to think, like, well, who would I want to take with me? I don't know. And I feel like the guys, if I did stay with guys, at the end, if it was like two guys and me, they would take, well, I don't know that they would take me. I don't know. But I feel like they wouldn't necessarily vote me off because they're like, well, she's not going to be as hard to beat. So I really don't know what I'm doing, and I feel like everyone else is kind of thinking that too. There's been a lot of talk, and I can't figure out who was doing what. So I feel like, I don't know, I really need to just talk to Sarah and Marshall and be like, alright, what are we doing? And I'll end up probably backstabbing someone, I guess, because I need to pick what I'm doing. So what did you talk about? What did you talk about back there?
Oh, I don't know, just what to do. Like,
Well, what are they
because I'm sure you're going back with your sister. So, like,
Well, I, like, sort of want to go with her, but at the same time, I don't want to get stuck. The reason I'm, like, iffy with Marshall is because I don't want to get stuck with a whole bunch of guys, because then if me and you get stuck with, like, 3 guys in the end, then there's no way.
well, they think our goal should be Sarah, just because that would break up that alliance. That's been, like, since the beginning. Cause, like,
Which alliance?
Sarah, Abby, and Kevin. Because Kevin told me, he's like, yeah, the 3 of us are...
Wait, Kevin was back there too?
No, before, like, when we were walking here, Kevin was telling me about that. I just don't know. I don't know what the best play is. Like, get out of the strong guys, and then someone who, like, didn't do that good a game should win. We still want to vote off Patrick.
I would rather vote off Luke first, just because I feel like he's going to be more of a... But I need to talk to Marshall and Sarah alone and see what they think. But I would rather get off Luke first and then Patrick.
Marshall
Because
is...
even if he takes it all the way to the end, Marshall against any of us that haven't won, it's still like, you know, like we have a better chance
That's
of winning
true.
with him. That's why I don't want to keep holding around.
Marshall's, like, hard for Sarah. Just because, like... I mean, I don't think he's been on a team with her for very long. He doesn't, like, have any connection to her, and it breaks up the alliance. Because, like, I think Abby and Kevin are in it, like, for Sarah. I think she's kind of, like, leading them. I don't see Abby or Kevin as,
I'm
like,
just
big
saying, though, that
leaders.
doesn't make any sense. Because at the end, he's going to have to go against all these guys
Yeah.
who are going to want to vote.
Well, Michael doesn't want to go against a guy right away because he doesn't want to make it a habit to just start going after guys. And it's like, I
Well,
agree
that's
with
how
you, but, like, we need guys right now. We need guys for the number of votes, just, like, start swaying things our way.
Some guys, that's true. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of, okay.
You haven't talked to Jamie yet? Jake, make him talk.
No, I don't really want to align with Jamie either. I don't trust her because I feel like she.
So I'm
she
just
has,
saying you
she has aligned with guys in the past. Like the past few years, she's aligned.
I think
with
she'll
the
do
guys.
what Marshall does.
Okay, I think we should switch Marshall to ours. Try to get Marshall on our side.
Okay, you bring it up.
I'll try to bring it.
And I'll try to see if they are open to someone other than Sarah. Just getting a guy out. Just getting like Luke out. I'll talk to Michael again. He like could not calm down. He's like, but, and I'm like, Michael, think about this like specific instance. I don't know what to do. I don't know, because I appreciate having guys on my side. Like, I get what Elizabeth is saying. We need to get some of the guys out. That's just true. But if I can't get the guys to agree to like Luke or Patrick right now, if I give them Sarah, I can get them to agree to Luke or Patrick after. And I feel like remaining loyal to them is like a better strategy. But Elizabeth and I have been in this together like the whole time. And I don't know what to do. I'll see if she can switch Marshall. But Marshall was like, he just walked up to us and he's like, I'm with you guys. And like, I trust that. Like, you don't just like do that. And I don't know if I should trust Michael. He's so back and forth and like, he's so scared and he wants to be good. And it's like, we just need to like make decisions. Like, he's like, if the guys start going, they're going to get me out. And I'm like, okay, but we need to get the guys out still. Like, if they all win, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. And I'm feeling really conflicted because I just didn't think I'd get this far. And I'm super happy I have, but like this kind of strategizing with this many people, it's just like, and we're all together. It's not like everyone goes back to their camp. It's just, it's rough. But I think this merge group is solid. Like all the people who are there, actually I don't think Sarah and Abby have been that helpful to their teams, but I haven't been with them. But they don't seem like they were that helpful because they had like Lindsay and Sarah. On Orange they had Sarah. I don't know. I just think they don't really like deserve to be here, but like the guys do. I have worked my butt off, even though I'm not as good at physical stuff. And Elizabeth has too. So it's a good team.
Okay.
So that was just kind of overwhelming, actually. I wasn't expecting it. At first, when we were back at our camp, we were all talking like we should probably form an alliance, just because it would make sense. Just because they're kind of getting together. I'm like, oh, sure, that sounds cool. And then they just kind of, like, part of my team that I was aligned with went into the woods back there with the enemy. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm scared.
Things are very hectic around camp. Alliances are way up in the air. So I just talked to Abby and, said about a 5-person thing, but I just talked to Megan, Luke, Marshall at the water, and we were thinking about bringing in Patrick. Because I'm not going to go with Abby. Like, I'd go with Abby, but Sarah and Elizabeth are, like, Elizabeth just, like, flipped right to Sarah, and I heard that Elizabeth wants me out. So I was like, I'm not going to work with them. Like, I know I'm on the bottom of that alliance. Like, I mean, maybe if I have to work with them for a vote or two, but I need to swing it, and I'm hoping that Kevin, people keep saying that Kevin's very impressionable, like, he'll do like what other people say, so if I can be the last one in his ear and maybe like try to flip him, I think, and at this point I don't even know if I can trust Megan either, because Megan and Elizabeth just talked for a really, really long time, and Megan could have just told her everything that we were planning. But if me, Luke, Marshall, Patrick stick together, and if we could get Kevin, and if Megan is with us, and we also want to get Jamie, because Elizabeth wants Jamie out because she's really threatened by Jamie, so I don't know, I'm nervous. I'm just going to try to win immunity. That's all I can do at this point. So, I don't know. I'm just going to say whatever I have to say to save myself. I'll lie to who I have to lie to, and I'm just going to do whatever. So, how are we still gonna?
We have Sarah and Kevin.
Sarah and Kevin. You, me,
And he said he brought in Elizabeth.
So, are we since Sarah's gone, are we like just kind of saying no to Luke? Because Luke was just kind of like, Sarah was the link to bring in Luke. Yeah. Sarah's gone. So, Kevin. Yeah. So, we have me, you, Sarah, Elizabeth, and Kevin.
That's 5.
Who was the other person?
Patrick, but I don't know if you wins.
Like, we need someone.
Jamie was telling me I don't know.
Oh, Marshall.
I don't know what full party was.
Like, as long as me, you, Sarah, Elizabeth, and Kevin, pick the 5 of us.
Yes.
Stick together.
So we have to pick a person now.
Who to vote out?
I would say Luke. Yeah, let's do Luke and I'll let them
like this at all. I'm super nervous. I don't like all these people together. And Sarah voted off now, which does not help us at all, which means Luke turned. I have no idea. Who knows I have an idol anymore. So right when we got right back here, Hannah didn't think anybody had the idol, so we went and tried looking for it right away. And we couldn't find it, so I think Patrick was here for a while, so I'm pretty sure Patrick has it, because I'm almost guaranteed he was given clues for the idol. Or if not, somebody from the pink team has it, so I just don't like all these people together, and it's making me nervous.
I don't know, this whole time I've been keeping asking Sarah, Elizabeth, well not really Elizabeth, like my 4 that I've been strong with ever since we started this game. Patrick, Sarah, and Abby. And right before we came to camp, I asked every single one of them, like, are we still working together? Are you fine with that? And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. I want to believe that, but I just saw Sarah and her sister walk off to like the water maybe, and maybe with Abby too. So it's pretty weird that they didn't like bring me with or tell me. So yeah, Michael just talked to me and brought something out that I haven't thought about. Is I have been hearing the girls throw around names of the guys, getting them out first. So yeah, I might be a target soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm terrified. So, while we were over there at Blue Camp, we were all talking, all of us, Jamie, Sarah Dodd, Abby, Michael, and myself, we're all talking about like, okay, so we're all gonna stick together when we merge. But now, okay, so Michael and I talked about how we were gonna stick with us two, Jamie, Abby, and Megan. So the 5 of us. But then we need more, so it's like, alright. So Luke's been talking to Patrick, and I think that's gonna go well. Patrick's pretty much on our side. And so now it's those guys we gotta worry about. And so like, if we don't, I don't know, like we're thinking about getting Sarah Dodd out. Just because she's not the strongest, and she's not the weakest, but if we take that connection away from Elizabeth, then maybe we can pull her on our side, or at least dishevel that whole alliance they got going on there. We're initially gonna get Kevin out, but like if we get a guy out, then that's less like more people are gonna focus on us. So we're just gonna leave him alone, take out Sarah Dodd, and do our best there. But it's really, this is a lot more nervous.
Okay, so it was really chaotic once we got back there because it's like 10 people, and like normally I like try and like watch people to see who's like pairing off or going places, and I'm like, I don't even know who's left. I just can't keep track of everyone. So like it felt like everyone was everywhere, like getting water, and then I went and looked for the hidden immunity right away. It was just like people everywhere. So I was like getting really nervous, like, oh my gosh, I feel like everyone is like making new alliances, like, because everyone's freaking out. But then I just talked to Elizabeth, and she said that she feels like she has a strong alliance with Megan, and I know that I have one with Kevin and Abby, so that makes 5. And then Abby came running over, and she said, I talked to Michael, and he'd be willing to vote with us. And so we're thinking we'll vote out Luke first if we can, just because we think he's a huge threat. So yeah, that's our plan. So feeling pretty good right now.
It's called Copycat. Your first individual challenge will let your body rest, for it's time to put your memory to the test. Recall the symbols I relay. Remember them all after delays. One wrong answer puts you out of the game. Be the last one left, and immunity you will claim.
Yikes, some bad memory games. My team knows that well.
Oh my gosh, that other memory game yesterday, that was a struggle. That was a big struggle.
Somewhere over that way.
Yeah. One of those.
So one of the ones under a red?
Yeah.
Alright, merge team, what's the team name then? Rotelu? Rotelu. All right, combination of the three teams? Yeah. Okay, so how was camp as you guys kind of got back together?
A lot more stuff now.
Yeah.
When Pink Team dissolved, there was not that much stuff.
All right, so we're going to get to your first individual immunity challenge. Here's how it's going to work. You're each going to have a box, and on that box are 6 different symbols. I'm going to show you a series of symbols, and I'm going to ask you to relay them to me one at a time. If you get it right, you stay in the game. If you get it wrong, you're out. One and done. The last person left standing wins immunity, which Sarah has. She'll display for you. So this is the immunity necklace. You have this, you know you are not going home, which I think it would be a very important one to have, right? So, grab a box, try to match it to your colored shirt best you can based on the paper on the center.
Yeah, I'll take the dark blue box.
And then just kind of stand in a line along here. There's a tree, there's a fish, there's a star, there's a skull, and there is one that I'm missing, and the rain. All right, so here we go. Your first symbol, fire. Don't show it yet. You gotta remember them, and then we'll have you do it back. So fire. So I'm gonna show you a full set of symbols, and I'll be like, show me the first symbol, show me the second symbol. Okay?
Got it.
So fire, star, rain, and skull. All right. So I just ask that you stay looking forward and not looking at your neighbors. So show me the first symbol. Everyone good? Everyone says fire, and you were all correct. The first symbol was fire. Show me the second symbol. All right, everyone says star, and you are all correct. It was star. Now you can show me the third symbol. All right, everyone said rain, and you were correct again. And then the final symbol. Everyone says skull. Everyone's correct. So that was a good, easy first round. Your next round will be a set of 6. So, fish. Second one, tree. Third one, skull. Fourth one, fish. Fifth one, fire. And the sixth one, rain. All right, show me your first symbol. Everyone locked in? Everyone says fish. You are all correct, it is fish. Show me the second symbol. All right, everyone says tree except Kevin, who says star. The correct answer is tree. So Kevin, you can take your box and go take a seat over there. Kevin's on this challenge. Show me the next symbol. All right, everyone says skull. Everyone is correct. The answer was skull. Show me the fourth symbol. Everyone says fish. You are all correct again, it was fish. So show me your fifth symbol. Is everyone ready? Yes. Okay, so we have 4 rains, a star, and fire. The correct answer is fire. So Sarah, Dodd, Jamie, Luke, Patrick, and Elizabeth are out. You're going to go over there. Michael, Marshall, Abby, and Megan are still left in the game. And show me your 6th symbol. Okay. You all say rain. The correct answer is rain. See how if you guys want to spread out just a little bit. Yeah, fitting with the rain coming down right now. All right, your next round is 7 symbols long. So here's your order. Star. You guys know helping over there. Rain. Fire. Star. Skull. Tree. And rain. All right, so it's 7 symbols long. Show me the first symbol. Everyone says star. Everyone is correct. Show me the second symbol. Right, everyone says rain. Everyone is correct, it is rain. Show me the third symbol. Everyone locked in? Everyone says fire. The correct answer is fire. Fourth symbol. Everyone's locked in. Michael, Marshall, and Abby say star. Megan says skull. Correct answer is star. Megan, you're out. We're down to 3. Show me the next symbol. If you guys want to spread out just a little bit too. Alright. Everyone locked in. You all say skull. You are all correct. It was skull. Show me the 6th symbol. Alright, what Michael says tree, Marshall says fire, and Abby says rain. One of you are correct. Correct answer is tree. So Michael, you are the winner of individual immunity. So you guys can come gather back over here. Immunity is yours.
You put it on me.
Okay, so Michael is safe from the vote. The other 9 of you could be voted off, and it really sounds like it could be anybody. So, you guys can head back to camp.
I've forgotten what it's like now. It's every single one. That's weird. There's no more competing.
Yeah, I want to put. I was just like.
I remember the first one and the last one.
Yeah, I was like I don't know if you saw, like I was kind of like going with my legs like this, because like I feel like if you do like a movement like that helps. Yeah.
Somebody can do pink background behind
My memory is kind of bad. I'm sure all you fans know from me forgetting people's names, so obviously I was first out on the memory challenge. I guess I'll give it a go again next one if I'm still here. It's still same alliance. We're doing 6 now. Adding in Michael, and I think everyone else is still gonna stay. Should be fine, and I think we're voting Luke. So hopefully it works out.
I've never spent this much time in woods before. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I love you, Jake, or hate you. It's pretty though when you just look up and it's trees. But so the competition, I'm so mad at myself. I knew the star was twice. I knew it. Ugh. But whatever. I mean, Michael was like, I told Michael, I'm like, you need to calm down like 50%. And now he's calm because he has immunity. So that's good. I think we're getting out, voting Sarah Dodd out. As far as I know, it should be me, Michael, Marshall, Jamie, Patrick, and Luke. And then once that alliance is broken up, Michael wants us to flip to the girls. Like, the girls will be left, and Kevin, maybe, to get, like, they both start getting, like, the stronger guys out, which isn't a bad idea. I just don't know how well it'll play out with, like, what's going on with everyone else. So, I don't know. I'm just, like, really tired, but I feel like Jake's evil, and we're gonna have at least one more thing tonight, and it'll probably be like, jump in a beehive, I don't know. So, the challenge was so close, and I'm like, I don't even know what the 6th image is. I'm glad Michael won, and who was out? Marshall? So glad he didn't win. But I think our plans, okay, so I'm with Elizabeth, Sarah, Michael, Kevin, and then Elizabeth wanted to bring in Megan. So that's 6, because including me. 6 to 4. So I think we're gonna get Luke out this time. But you never know. Everybody's talking and everybody's leaving woods together, like out in the woods, like who you're like, why are they talking right now? Like, I have no idea. I'm just happy I made it this far, to be honest.
No, I didn't know that.
Sarah got Elizabeth.
Okay.
So that's 6 votes. Sarah, Elizabeth, you, me, Kevin, and Megan. 6.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't actually talk to Sarah, but like when we were sitting at camp, like I just kind of like was like, oh, I need to like stretch and like point my head up and just like, yeah. So is it?
Okay. So yeah.
Okay. So I vote 6.
say Marshall.
Glad that I won the challenge. I was like super nervous and paranoid before because who knows what's going on. But once we had the tree mail, I knew it was going to be the cube challenge, and everyone was trying to guess like, oh, what could it be? And I was like, I'm not going to say anything. My strategy for the challenge, I've thought about this because like when I watched it on the show, I was like, so what I did was I assigned a number to each symbol, and then rather than remember like 6 symbols, I remembered 3 2-digit numbers, and then I just did that back because then I was remembering fewer things, but I still, I don't know, it worked in my head. It obviously worked. So I was really glad that I won this one. Plans for tribal. Abby wants to vote Luke, and she thinks that it's me, her, Sarah, Elizabeth, Megan, and Kevin voting Luke. But if things go the way I want them to go, it's going to be me, Megan, Patrick, Jamie, Marshall, and Luke voting for Sarah Dodd, because I feel bad because I really would have liked to work with Sarah because I don't think anyone would have expected us to work together. But the fact that Elizabeth just flipped so quickly, and I know that Sarah and Abby are so tight, that those 3 are, you know, going to be pretty much unbreakable. And they have Kevin, like, I don't get why Kevin thinks they're going to choose him over Elizabeth in the end. Like, it's going to be those 4, so if I go with them, I'm on the bottom. It'd be me and Megan out first if we went with them, so I feel like I have a little more leverage in the other group, so I think I'm going to try to just vote for Sarah, and we're voting Sarah because we feel like she's kind of like the glue that holds that group together because Abby and Elizabeth hadn't connected before this, so I don't know. And then that also leaves me and Megan in a position where if we want to flip to those other 3 at the next vote, we could still maybe swing that, so we'll keep my options open. Alright. What's happening? Okay, so I really want to talk to you. No! No one? No! Okay, so what we were thinking is me, you, Marshall, Luke,
Okay.
Megan, and Jamie voting Sarah Dodd.
Okay.
Because Sarah Dodd, Abby, and Elizabeth are like unbreakable.
Kevin thinks I'm too.
Kevin and I talked to Kevin my last time, and I was like, because they want me to go with them too, and I was like, Kevin, like, what do you think? And he's like, well, I don't know. And I was like, Kevin, like, you know, when it gets down to it, they're gonna pick, like, Sarah's gonna go with Elizabeth, and he's like, well, no, they'll go with both of us. It's like, yeah, but no, at the end of the day, they're not gonna stick to you. So those 4, I think, are pretty much unbreakable. So I think the other 6 of us have to. And I mean, and then that also leaves in bigger targets like Luke and Marshall, who we could, like, with what's left of that alliance, be like, hey, like, we'll side with you and vote out a bigger thread. So that gives us that option. Thoughts? Do you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
You're the boss.
I don't know about that, but
Luke and I have been pretty close. He told me, you probably know that he has the idol. He told me that right away. Like, when he found it, he told me. So I told him that all 3 have been found, and he thinks he knows who has the other couple. But I'm going to try and just follow this year instead of trying to lead like I have in the past, and it's kind of screwed me over. So we'll see how it goes. It's always nerve-wracking going into your first tribal after the merge.
Well, as far as I know, we've got the majority. Jamie, Patrick, Michael, me, Marshall, and Megan. And we're planning on voting out Sarah because that'll break the Dodds up. Michael did tell me that the other team was thinking about voting me off. So I've been debating playing my idol in case Jamie flips or something. But it would have to be more than just Jamie, otherwise it'd be a draw. I don't think Patrick will flip. Michael told me, so I don't think he would. Marshall, I don't think would. I guess the only person I would really worry about maybe is Megan, but I think I'm just going to trust him because I'd rather not play it and waste it. I don't know. I think it'd be more valuable later on, so.
So after the challenge, it's been pretty hard to like talk to people because everyone's been sticking close. So I mean, I'm still voting Luke, and I think there's should be 6 of us voting Luke. I mean, so we'll have the majority, but I mean that's counting no one backstabs, which is all too possible, especially because I think people see that me and Elizabeth have like a strong alliance, and like, I mean, I believe they think we will take each other to the end, so it kind of puts a little bit of a target on us as well. Yeah, and I don't know, I don't know for sure who has the idols except for Abby. Marshall might have one, and I'm not sure if he feels too safe, and so yeah, I think there's a definite possibility that some of the idols could be placed, because I don't even know who has them. I'm so bad at memory, and especially I think after, you know, not getting very much sleep and just, I don't know, your brain's fried, everyone's tired. So I was just kind of going in thinking, there's no way, but, you know. But, okay, so it sounds like now me, Sarah, Abby, Michael, and, oh gosh, I don't know who else, someone else. We're gonna vote Luke, but I kind of want to be like, are we though? Oh, maybe Megan, but Megan doesn't know that we're voting Luke, because I think she'll go with us. But, oh, I don't know, yeah, I think that's it, but I don't even know, and I want Marshall on our side too. I don't want Marshall to feel like I backstabbed him. So we should call Marshall next, but that's awkward at camp because we're making like weird eye contact and like randomly people are walking off and we're like, oh well, we know what they're doing. And I like Luke a lot, and so I don't want him to feel like I'm like that we're backstabbing him. It's just because, I mean, he should take it as a compliment if he does get out, because it's like, yeah, we see you as a huge threat. I mean, I don't know. That's how I see it. So, yeah, okay, we got a thought.
What?
He records all the time now, and I just this is when I talk to people here.
What?
This is when I talk to people, like, but this is the only time I can get people alone, for sure, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's going who are you even learning with?
Michael and them?
Oh. Well, Michael and Abby and Sarah. And Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So you know we're voting Luke?
No.
Who's
Michael
it?
didn't tell me that.
Who did Michael say was going?
Jamie.
Oh my gosh, what the freaking heck? He probably even knows what's going on.
Okay, so
I know Sarah, Abby, and Kevin are voting Luke. And I haven't told Megan yet.
Do you think she's lying?
Megan, yeah, she keeps talking about, I'm gonna feel really bad if I have to get back to her because she keeps acting like we're like buddy, and I'm like,
okay, well, that's good.
Like, I never like really said we were gonna lie. I mean, I just was like, sure. I'm like, I never approached you though, so I'm like, but I like, that's who I was planning on doing. So I think like, okay, good. Everything you can say.
Tell me what that was. Okay, well, I don't know why I decided to say JB, but it just swapped out. Apparently that was the right answer. Okay, so now they're all screwed up. Perfect. They have no idea. Sarah has no idea. So she's just gonna get blindsided. I keep hinting to everyone in my alliance. I can't, like, and Patrick, yep. Michael, yep. Luke, yep. So, I gotta talk to, Jamie and, Megan, but Megan talked with us, so that was a good. Hi.
Hi.
Apparently we're supposed to talk. I don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
Jake, this is weird.
It is weird. Like, camera time is personal time, right?
Right?
I feel like you're intruding.
I know. Person conversation here.
Okay, so you're the only person I haven't talked to about who we're gonna vote.
Yeah.
Who do you know?
Well, which side do you want to vote? Because I've heard you say both sides.
Okay, so what Michael and I were doing back at Blue Camp was lies with Sarah and them. So what we were talking about in the woods.
I've been telling everyone I'm going to side with them, which is probably a bad idea, but I just don't know where to like side right now. Because I was going to say with you guys.
Yes,
Like you and Mike. Yeah.
We're voting off Sarah Dawn. If we vote off Sarah Dawn, that connection between Elizabeth and her is gone. So Elizabeth is going to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we would vote off Kevin, and then we would target all the guys on our side.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean, it's going to happen.
This is so weird. I don't
So
like
is that okay?
Yes.
Like,
No, I'm
Sarah?
fine with that.
Okay. So now it's you, Michael, Megan, Luke,
Yeah,
and Patrick, all voting
A
Sarah.
couple people came up here doing that, but I just wasn't sure.
Has the dog approached you at all?
They said they want to form an alliance with me and get out like Patrick or something.
They're all
Like
voting
just
for Luke.
like kind of. Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't.
Elizabeth thinks I'm
This
voting
was
for
like a
Luke.
while ago. So.
No, Elizabeth said that. I said I was voting for Luke, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is so okay.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm scared. Okay, so my the job I did during the memory game is the same job I'm doing at camp. I have no idea. Pretty much. My name. I've been paranoid this entire game. Like, just me in general. I'm just a paranoid person, so I don't know. I'm not sure what this is either. It's a dance. But pretty much. I guess we're just gonna cut ties for alliances and stuff. See where that takes us.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Row to Louvre.
Those are the middle ponds in the front, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you have this back.
Okay.
Great view.
Alright, so again, so for those who don't know, Sarah is the first member of jury. She's just listening, so don't talk to her, she won't talk to you. Alright, so a big group of people. Abby, what's going through your mind with 10 people here?
I don't like it at all.
Megan, what's kind of your thoughts on it?
I don't know. It's like so strange just because we're so used to like your group is like who you're trying to like, you know, make an alliances along with. You don't care about the other two as much. Now it's like you have to care about every single person that's around you and their opinion and their vote.
Alright, so Marshall, the team comes back and announces the merge, and how shocked were you to see Sarah out?
That was very shocking. Like, I figured something dirty must have happened because the fact that Sarah had lasted that long over there, being only one of 2 blues that over in that orange camp, like, she must have done something right. But then I guess they just thought it was time to get rid of her, which was so harsh.
So, Maggie, you kind of laughed at that or made a noise. What did you?
Well, I don't think like we just like cave in and we're like, we're gonna change everything over here. Like, I don't know. It didn't mean to be that as harsh as it sounds like it was. I just have heard how formidable she is. And
Alright, so Luke, have the 2 teams kind of been trying to come together and figure out what one team was doing, what the other was, or?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, so when we do the draw, Patrick, you get exiled, and we haven't talked since then, so how did it feel to be the last one picked?
I don't know what it meant. I don't know if they don't like me, or if I smell bad, or...
We all smell bad.
I don't know what... I just don't know.
Alright, so Jamie, was it nerve-wracking being sitting next to him at the last couple, or?
Well, I was literally the last one picked. He's been picked. I don't know. It just brought me back to like high school gym class and dodgeball. Like, guys, I control. Yeah. It was nerve-wracking to say the least.
Alright, so we had, at the beginning of the day, we had 3 separate teams. Kevin, do you think those loyalties are there from who you started the game with, or is that really mixed up from now?
I feel like some might have stayed and some might have just like fallen apart and people wanted to be with others.
Those are the 2 options.
So, Elizabeth, what do you think about kind of the loyalties of the
Yeah,
original?
I think some have stayed, or parts of original alliances from original teams have stayed, and some have changed, or some have grown. Because now they can obviously be 10 people. But I mean, I was just thinking like, this is my 4th team today now? I don't know, 4th time changing in the game, so I don't know, my mind's everywhere.
So Abby, is it that fact that you've been on all these different teams, is that what makes this so chaotic, or?
Yeah, because you make something up with one person or people, and then you switch, and you're like, oh crap, now what do I do? So you start all over again.
Alright, so Michael, talk about the challenge for me. How is it to win immunity? And
Definitely felt good. I don't know, I feel like anytime the game shakes up, everything's kind of up in the air, so just to like know that I'm not the one going is really reassuring.
so Marshall, do you look at previous relationships whatsoever? I mean, 2 sisters, Michael and Megan, know each other from college. Luke is in your wedding. Like, does that play a factor into this at all, or?
I try not to let it influence me, but I can definitely see it influencing others. Yeah, it's kind of scary, especially switching teams so much, because everyone knows like they have their ultimate alliance in the back of their mind. So once they get there, it's scary.
All right, so Sarah Dodd, what's your thoughts on that, being in a relationship kind of with someone who's here?
I mean, I think it definitely is in play, but then also the original alliance, I mean, you try and keep both in mind because you don't want to like stab people in the back. I mean,
especially now.
Now that people are in jury, so it's trying to keep everything in mind at once.
All right. So, and then Jamie, what's the talk with hidden idols?
I've heard people have found it. I've heard people like they have no idea. I heard it's just not there.
So, Abby, has there been time spent looking for them at all, or are you kind of just thinking
Yeah,
it?
the camp we're at now, a lot of people are going back by the water.
All right.
I looked for it.
So does anyone going into this vote feel like they have a target on their back? Oh, really? Elizabeth, does it surprise you? No one feels like they could be the one to go?
No, I don't know. I mean, okay, you think there's 10 of you, so you're like, okay, what are the chances that it could be? So I guess I don't think it's, I don't know, maybe that's why, because there's so many people.
All right.
And I feel like everyone's talking to everyone, trying to, like, for me personally, I'm talking to everyone, I feel like, and I don't, like, even now, I'm not 100% sure on, like, who my alliance is or who it's going to be for the rest of the game type thing. I'm still figuring out myself, and so I feel like everyone's thinking that, and so they're like, well, I don't know what alliance I'm even with, so who knows what they're doing, and that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Michael, you had a little bit of reaction to that. What do you have to think about what it was?
Oh, I totally agree. Everything is so, like, who knows? Because, I mean, with 10 people, like, you talk to one person and you, like, say something and you agree, well, then there's 8 other people that can be involved in another conversation, or other people pair off and you don't know when things have changed, because there's so many different people, so many different opinions, it's all up in the air.
Right. So yeah, it does sound like everything's up in the air. So we're going to go vote unless anyone else has anything they'd like to say. So if anyone has a hidden idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sarah. Second vote, Luke. Third vote, Sarah Dodd. Fourth vote, Sarah. So you have 3 votes Sarah, 1 vote Luke. Fifth vote is for Luke. Sixth vote, Luke. So we're tied, 3 votes Luke, 3 votes Sarah. And 7th vote is for Sarah. Eighth vote is Luke. So we're at 4 votes Luke, 4 votes Sarah. Ninth vote, Sarah. So we're at 5 votes Sarah and 4 votes Luke. And our last vote, the next person vote of this game and second member of our jury, Sarah. Sarah, if you'll bring me your stick. Sarah, the tribe has spoken. You can head over there. Alright, I think things were pretty chaotic. I don't think a lot of people knew totally what was going on, but you guys can go back to camp and figure stuff out. Head on back and grab your flag too on the way.
Well, I guess I'm surprised. When my name came out, I was like, oh no, because I didn't trust my alliance really, and now it's biting me in the butt. I guess I don't really know what I would have done differently, because I'm not really sure, like, who changed their vote, and I'm not really sure why they want to leave all the guys in. I don't think I'm that strong of a threat compared to, like, Luke and Marshall, so I'm not sure why they'd want Luke to stay in, I guess is what I'm thinking. Me? Oh, Megan. No, yeah, but I don't know. She seemed sure. So, Elizabeth, Megan, Kevin. I know it wasn't Kevin. Abby, Michael, me.
That's 6. So
There was, and the 7th person said though that they were too. I think.
That they would vote Luke.
Yeah, or
And
6.
only 4 people.
Only 4. So there's lots of people who.
I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Michael voted.